You know what? I just want to thank y'all so very much, tremendously, for tuning in. So I was live for a little bit. And so now we can just chat whatever amount of time that we need to. Because today we are talking about how to make your body wash stretch. And I do mean that. So when we talk about making body wash stretch, most people think about putting water in it. Although I will be sharing how to stretch it with water, I'm going to teach you some ways to stretch it without water, because that's how I've been making it work during the times that maybe it's a particular scent and I feel like, okay, I'm going to have to wait a little longer than I would like to before I restock a certain one. As you can see, this has been holding on to God's unchanging hands. Okay. And we got to make sure that this is not chapped. We're going to get in here. We're going to talk. But not with chapped lips, though. I think I got a little bit on my teeth. Un momento, por favor. There we go. We're good. All right, so if you're just now joining, we're talking about how to stretch your body wash. I want to go for it because you can run this back if you come in late and I'm in the middle of sharing how to do it. So we're going to use this as a perfect example. I've been teeter-tottering on using up Daily Silk. This is from Caress, ladies and gentlemen. This is Caress Daily Silk Body Wash. As you can see, it doesn't look like the skinny bottle top one. The bottle's completely different. Now, if you're talking about stretching a body wash, it doesn't mean, one, you can't afford it. Two, could just mean that maybe you're planning to make it stretch because you're rotating and running through other scents, and you need to be mindful of using this up. Maybe it's a vintage version. This would be perfect for people who like to buy older formulas of stuff, because they know that when you get the new formula of stuff, hey, that's a new look. New looks, rebranding, allegedly is also reformulation, and sometimes it's not the same. And I've been hearing stuff about the bar soap equivalent of this, allegedly. So I'm going to go over with water how to make a body wash stretch. With water, you don't want to wait till it gets that low to add water into body wash. Instead, what you want to do is wait till it gets about halfway and then pour water about that much into it, and then shake it until the thicker body wash texture becomes one with the water. Now, you're still going to notice a difference, but it's going to be less of a difference than if you wait till it gets almost to the bottom of the bottle and then start adding water. At this point, it's ridiculous, and it's like, I won't say it's totally useless, but you can at the very, very, very least get some good. Pour the water about this much. You may get a good wash out of it. Not a second, I'd like to think. And this is coming from a person that is heavy-handed with her products. I wouldn't advise you to do that. That's one way to make it stretch, with adding water, because we all know about making dish soap, stretching dish soap and pouring a little bit of water into dish soap. Okay, it's the same thing with body wash. Now, If you don't want to add water, just make it stretch. Here's a way that you could make it stretch without having to dilute it with water. Most body washes, unless they are already runny, this is a good example. Crest, they're not watered down. They don't come that way. Now, I have bought one questionable one that I feel was watered down. And I'm like, this can't be the real thing. They must have watered down before they packed it and shipped it to me to this house. They must have, because it did not wash the same. It did not lather the same. And it literally felt watered down. I'm like, I bet I ain't the only one that got the same complaint. You feel me? I bet I don't. Start with a fresh bottle. If not, if you're at least at the bottom of the bottle, you can still salvage it. Still can. Here's the best thing to do. You want to squeeze into your hand maybe a quarter size amount in your hand when you're about halfway of the bottle. And you want to make sure you're getting underneath the arm. That's deodorant crust there. I'm ready to go. Underneath the arm in your target areas, lady parts, stomach, everywhere else back. Make sure you're specifically squirting about a quarter size amount and put in those areas and lathering up without water. And then when you're standing underneath the shower, that steady stream, that's how you do it. You wash your target areas first. That way you're only squeezing out just enough to wash your target areas here and there. We're not talking about an H-bath. We're talking about getting in the shower or the tub. And then once you're done washing those target areas, there are lady parts, back, neck, behind the ears, don't forget. I think I did a video on that too. Ankles is wild, but you need to wash them. Okay, you need to wash them. It matters. Then you go in with one last squirt, maybe 3 or 4 after you wash your target areas. And then go all over your back and let the water run down. Try to get this, if you have a brush, a body brush, I think they call those things, or a bath brush with an elongated handle. I used to have one I used to show you guys in, it's been a while ago in the empties videos even, but then that thing started to grow mold and I had to toss it. Cause I was like, how do I clean this? I couldn't get it out. Didn't want to bother with it. Then 2 squirts for your back, one on this side, one on this side, one underneath here, lower back, at the small of your back. And then just start getting the rest of the arms with a 3rd squirt. Legs, 4th and 5th out of the bottle. And then 6, about 7 total. A squirt per section of the body and make it stretch that way. That's without water. Now, something like this, you could probably get maybe 1 good shower out of this. 1. Smells freaking awesome. And see, mostly with this, it's so thick. Thick, luscious, and creamy. And pause them. So when you put water in it, you're not only kind of diluting the integrity of the thick, luscious, and creamy formula, you're also interfering with its ability to lather the way that it was intended to without being watered down. When you've been using body care products as long as I have, you know, and you get to observing certain things like this, it may seem like it's unimportant, but it's very important. Very. Do I put a bonus in here? See, I'm always sharing bonus tips with y'all. Or should I save it for another time? Let's review. So we've discussed how to make any body wash stretch with water, without water. We've discussed 1 squirt per target area underneath the arms because you don't want no armpit cheddar. On your back, 1 squirt for each shoulder, and then kind of work your way there, work your way there. If you're standing underneath the shower, let the stream fall, and then move your shoulders and do it like this. Like you look like you're dancing a little bit in there, but you'll be fine. And it'll rinse it off. Unless it's something like this that sticks to your nooks, crannies, and crevices. Also, you want to make sure that you're storing your body wash upside down if you're going the route of making your body wash stretch. Just look at it without water, and you're like, I don't want to water it down. That's cheap. It's cost effective too. I'm just saying. But each one of us have done it probably at least a handful of 5 times in our lives, multiple times a year. Yeah, I'm just letting it drip. You put this upside down. Depending on if it's this type of bottle, you could do it underneath the old design. You could not do this. You could not do this at all. No, baby, you would not be able to do this because it'll fall and tower over those little skinny caps. So I kind of see why they did it, but I knew as soon as I saw that they had a brand new design, I said it's probably not the same formula now, is it? I don't have an old bottle to compare it to. But you want to store it like this. If you have a shower caddy or some kind of intertwined internal shelf within your shower, if you have shower only or shower / tub, bathtub combo. And then if there's nothing in there, no matter if it's just shower only or shower and bath combo, get yourself a shower caddy. Those are things you see them many shelves in there on people's TikToks or people's YouTube channels where they do those shower routines and stuff like that. And then set it right in there. And then that's going to allow everything to fall to the bottom all throughout the day. You'll be surprised. You give it 24 hours and you come back, all of it's sitting at the base of the nozzle. All you got to do is lift it up, flip it, almost flipped it open, squeeze a couple times to get it out. Then whatever you can't get out, you rinse out thoroughly. Now, I'm not going to show you all how to, when you get to the last one, you can't squeeze any more out, which is eventually what I'm gonna have to do, how to prepare your empties, because that's already on the community tab for your enjoyment. And I advise you to scroll down on my community tab if you are new here. But if you would like to see more videos like this where I'm discussing different type of things about hygiene and body care and fragrance, because I teach people how to smell good all day. I just happen to love the Lord as well. And until next time.